Hey all, you got Jim with Fort Sask Reno, and welcome back to our channel. We're going to make a new video here today, and this one's about rental suites, basement suites, lane suites, and the opportunities that are available for getting one for yourself. Why would you want a basement suite? Why would you want this extra door for your property? Well, multiple reasons. Number one, you're going to get up to $1,400 on average, $1,300 to $1,400 on average additional income for your home. That's a bonus. Who doesn't need that? That would almost pay my entire mortgage. So you get that. You're also going to increase the value of your home. So that's a plus. Who doesn't want to increase their bottom line, their net value, their net worth, and get a rental income? So that's another option for you, a good reason why you want to do this. Thirdly, there are some new mortgage rules that we're going to walk through today, and that's going to explain some new opportunities that are going to come open in January of 2025 to help people create additional rental units on properties they already own. So we're just going to jump right into it, walk through it here, and we do have some expertise in the area. We're working on basement suite development currently for ourselves. So we are walking through all of the steps and personally taking that journey. So we're going to be able to, use our expertise and help you get through the process seamlessly. Okay, what do we got to start with? Let's start right here. This is the announcement. Canadian government mortgage insurance rule changes to enable homeowners to add secondary suites. This came out October 2024 was announced. And the details will come out again in the 15th of January 2025. So what's the background? Many homeowners have extra space they want to convert into rental suites, such as unused basements, a garage, or that could be converted into a laneway home. Historically, the cost of renovating combined and municipal red tape has made this both difficult and expensive. Recent municipal zoning reforms in major Canadian cities made possible through the Housing Accelerator Fund agreements, whatever that is, are creating new opportunities for homeowners to add additional suites and increase density. New rental suites would provide more homes for Canadians and could provide an important source of income for seniors continuing to age at home. All right, so as an example, this is something I'm personally considering for myself. I've got a larger house here in Sheridan in Fort Saskatchewan. I've got 5 bedrooms in this home. They were all used at one point in time, but my kids are getting older and moving out and getting on their way. There's still some at home now, but I could start planning for my future. Do I need a 5-bedroom home for myself and my wife? I do not. And I do not need the extra bedrooms, the extra space. We're strongly considering building a garage suite. Our lot is big enough and it's already been pre-approved. This area, the zoning allows for a garage suite. We've worked on these garage suites before. They're much more common and popular in the city of Edmonton. And my prediction is that they will be here as well. So we could build a two-car garage. You've got a 1-bedroom suite above, you've got a deck up above, covered carport, and even a little workshop area, and really nice little spot. Perfect for a retiring couple or empty nesters such as we will be in the years to come. So that's one opportunity, and then you can rent out the main dwelling for many thousands of dollars and get an additional income for a retirement income, and you're also increasing your net worth. So back to it here. Budget 2024, federal government announced its intention to make targeted changes to mortgage insurance rules to encourage densification and enable homeowners to add more units to their home. Why densification? What's important about that? Why would we like that? Why do we want to be packed in tighter together? Well, money. That's the reason why. You want your taxes to increase? Well, let's just keep building single family units, and all of the municipality footprints are spreading out into farmland. And the further that you go out in a city, if you build out, it's huge cost. All of that infrastructure to bring these new homes into these new areas You got your power and you got your sewer and your water and you got your internet and all that. You're going to have to bring all that stuff in. That raises the price of our municipal services significantly. So the more infrastructure that you put in that way, the more costly it is. And then you're getting these small little homes anyway. So there's a need for that, for sure there is. But there's also many homes such as mine where you've got a huge lot in an old area and the opportunity to develop. Do I need all this space? No, I do not. Would I rather have, $1,300 to $1,500 a month of additional income? Yes, I would. So that's why densification makes sense. I don't want my taxes going up by pushing out services, even garbage collection and all that. The more that we expand outside of the city limits, current limits and footprint, the more it's going to cost you. So densification makes a lot of sense. So let's see, what are the parameters? This measure will apply to borrowers seeking to access mortgage insurance in Canada to add more units, and these borrowers must satisfy the following requirements. You must already own your property. It's kind of a gimme. You're going to do this on a rental. The borrower or close relative are occupying one of the current units. So in the case that I mentioned that I would be considering in the future, I'd move into the garage suite and I could rent out this house. Would more than cover the mortgage. You must intend to construct additional units. That's the whole point. The additional units must not be used as short-term rentals, such as Airbnb, those type of things. I'm not sure how they would enforce that long-term, if they could at all. Not likely. But anyways, that is part of the rules as existing. Refinancing. Insured refinancing will be allowed for the purpose of building additional units. Again, yes, legal units. They must be fully self-contained units such as basement suites with separate entrances, laneway homes, and must meet municipal zoning requirements. So some of those things would be items such as independent heat source for the basement suite. There must be all up-to-date codes in terms of egress windows, fire alarm systems. You must have fireproof separation between the suites, self-closing doors. There's parking restrictions. So once again, we're going through all that process with our own property, and we know the city of Fort Saskatchewan's systems and their permitting very well, so you can lean on us in those cases to make sure that you can get a legal basement suite. Another point here, we've got number of units, maximum of 4 dwelling units, including the existing units. So I guess in that case, maybe it'd be something, a fourplex type thing. Maybe you've got a duplex with a couple undeveloped basements where you've got access to the outside through an additional door. Then you could turn that into 4 units. Maximum property value limit as improved property value after the addition of the rental property must be less than $2 million. Not going to be a big problem for us. Average basement suite, or actually a starting point for a basement suite would be, the $75,000 to $85,000, and goes up from there. And the average home in the Fort, I'm sure, is probably just under $500,000. So the $2 million is not going to be an issue for us here in Fort Saskatchewan, Edmonton area, Alberta, just in Canada in general. Maybe in the big cities, it might be an issue. Maximum loan to value limit up to 90% of the property value, including the value added by the secondary suite in combination with any other loans secured by the property. So this is a big change. Previously, you were only allowed to borrow up to 80% of the value of your home in general for upgrades. They want you to have 20% equity, but now you're going to be able to borrow up to 90% of the improved value and apply for that before you actually get your mortgage money, your loan money. And so that's a big difference. So if your house is now worth $500,000, you're going to go ahead and add a basement suite to that home. It's going to pump up your price to say $650,000. So for $650,000, you're going to be able to access 90% of that $650,000, not 80% of the $500,000 as it is currently. So that's going to create a lot of opportunity to take that money out in advance so you can go ahead and build that basement suite. Another key factor here is mortgage rates, maximum amortization. Say that 10 times fast. 30 years, up from the 25. Additional financing must not exceed the project costs. Again, that's kind of a gimme. This is all the details are going to be coming out January 15th. These measures will be available for mortgage insurance applications that lenders submit to mortgage insurers on or after January 15th. Great. What else? What else is important? Let's just do a quick search here. Kijiji, good old standard Kijiji, looking for basement and long-term rentals in the Fort Saskatchewan area. What do we got for rent? Well, we got an adult, fully furnished, all utilities executive suite for $1,800 a month. You got one, and you got a room for rent. That's it. And all of Fort Saskatchewan, if you're looking for a basement suite, they're not available. Not available. So there's a huge demand for this kind of stuff. Let's look at that a little closer. What's the vacancy rate? Edmonton, this is going back to January 2024. I'm sure things have not improved in terms of the vacancy rate since then. Vacancy rate currently for purpose-built rental market, 2.4%. Average rent, $1,398, which is up 6.4%. What's important about that? Well, the vacancy rate for purpose-built rental apartments declined from 4.3 to 2.4% due to stronger growth in rental demand relative to supply. This is the lowest vacancy rate in almost a decade, and it is not improving anytime soon. Opportunity. You should be reading opportunity for you. Rental demand was fueled by stronger demographics and economic growth in 2023. Strong rent growth and declining vacancy rates of afforded challenges. I can't see past my little gimbal here. Sorry. Challenges, especially for low-income household. The role of the secondary rental market expanded, and as more condominium apartments were offered. Not really applicable to what we're talking about here. What we do see in Fort Sask Reno, we're getting many clients that are coming to Fort Saskatchewan area that are moving here from other provinces. They've been priced out of the market, or they also see that they can just sell their home out in Vancouver or out in Toronto or one of these other high-priced cities and get a premium buck for it, bring that out here. Now you can buy a house and you can put a basement suite in for just a fraction of the cost. And now you can set yourself up for retirement. Alberta is the place to be. And the Fort Saskatchewan area, Fort Saskatchewan in particular, it's a beautiful city. You're close to Edmonton. The prices have not gone through the roof here yet. And so there's a huge opportunity. That's what you should be reading into this. One last little graphic for you here. What we've got is just Alberta in general. And here's your vacancy rates. October 2020, 6.9%, 6.5% in 2021, 3.7% in 2022, and 2023, October, 2.1%. It's not got better since October 2023. We were recently told the vacancy rate in Fort Saskatchewan is somewhere around 1%. Very difficult to rent anything. So if you are considering, renewing a mortgage in the near future and that there's opportunity for you to take advantage of this, you should jump on it. You should also look to Fort Sask Reno to help you. We understand what's going on in the market. We understand where the opportunities lie and we can also guide you through the whole process to get yourself a home with a basement. That's about all I've got for today. I'm going to put some links into the description here that you'll be able to look up some of this stuff. I'm also going to put in a link to our business coach and marketing coach. That's going to be Sprell and Associates. And we've got Josh Sprell over there. He's got some videos as well that'll explain this probably a little bit better than I've done. And he's on his podcast with Trevor Sampson there over at Inspired Method Marketing. And I've got plenty of info on all this good stuff as well for you. If you're interested, you can reach out to us at fortsaskreno.com. There's all the contact info in there, and we can help you through the process. Thanks again. Thanks so much for joining our channel, and looking forward to writing any questions. If you've got any questions or comments, if you want to put them in the comments section, we will answer them back for you. Thanks for joining us again. We will catch you next time. Thanks again. Bye-bye.